So, today we're gonna have a Gollux guide, which I didn't even know if I'm gonna make or not, so, yeah, let's just go ahead and start it. So, Gollux is content that doesn't exist on the Korean server, meaning it's a non-KMS content, meaning it's content that isn't very well balanced, usually, not always, but usually. It's content that has a lot of bugs a lot of the times, and the patterns of the boss feel a bit wacky, and yeah, that's a bit of background on Gollux. So anyway, the reason we want to do Gollux is because we want to get this type of equipment right here, the superior items, superior engraved Gollux belt, superior engraved Gollux pendant, superior engraved Gollux ring, and superior engraved Gollux earrings, or I guess the engraved is only on the belt. I don't know why I kept saying it, or on the belt on the pendant. Anyways, let me just show you why these items are so good, other than their base stats. Look at the as you can see, like the set effect is insanely strong at 4 sets, at 4 item set. That's the main reason as to why we want to get a full set of superior Gollux. This is only replaced once you get the like the highest tiers of equipment, which are the pitched boss, which is a set of items that drops from really hard bosses and has like a really bad chance to drop, like really not so good chance to drop. So anyway, another reason to do Hell Gollux is that we can get Gollux coins from Hell Gollux. We can also get Gollux coins from Hard Gollux. The way Gollux's difficulty level changes is by simply killing parts of his body before facing the head, I guess. In order to fight the highest difficulty, which is Hell Gollux, you need to you need to go straight into the head. So let's start by checking out a path to the head without facing a body part before. So if we go through here, if we go through this opening right here, we will reach the abdomen first, and then we'll have to kill a body part, so that's not good. We want to go through here, through this opening right here. And once we get into this room, we have the decision to make. Either we kill a body part, which body parts are, here we have a shoulder, over here we have another shoulder, and then in the middle we have the abdomen. Now again, if you want to fight Gollux on the third difficulty and not the hardest, so hard Gollux instead of hell, you should kill one of the body parts, only one. I would recommend killing this body part right here, because this prevents Gollux from using his most obnoxious and difficult to deal with mechanic on the first phase. So yeah, kill the middle one, or the abdomen. But for this video, we are going to face the Hell Gollux. So now I have an older clip, which is from yesterday, that I fought Gollux while trying to explain everything, and being really out of focus while explaining, I actually died out. So in this video, I'll just, or in this today, I guess, I'll just reach the same spot that I was when I died out. So, and then I'll start commentating on the third phase of the boss. So yeah, let's just begin the fight. And for you guys, you'll see the entire boss fight that I lost, because the explanations are still valuable in my opinion. So yeah, let's just begin. Wait for it to load, and then we iframe just to get the buff as well, and go over to this side. And now the problem— oh shit, I have all of my buffs ready. Oh, using it is so— I'm so not used to it. Okay, Yeah, so my burst deals a decent amount of damage, so I should be able to clear it, but it's gonna take a while. So we put the clone back down. So since I apparently didn't really talk about it during the fight, I'll just break down some of the attack patterns of the boss. So in the first phase, he has only 2 attacks that are lethal. All of his attacks start out pretty similarly. His eyes glow purple, or yeah, purple. Um, One of his attacks start with a pink glow in the eyes, and this is the most important attack to look out for. In this attack, Gollux will suck you in, so you will get charmed, you will start walking towards him, and once you reach the head itself, you'll die instantly. But the most important part of this attack is the fact that it heals Gollux by quite a bit, so it's really annoying to deal with. And also, it barely has any cast time, so you need to react really quickly. The second attack that is lethal in the first phase is Gollux brings up a hand and just drops it on top of you. Now, this attack may be lethal, but it's pretty easy to avoid. You can jump over it, you can just not be in the area when it hits. Yeah, it's like pretty easy to avoid. You just need to pay attention. The third attack, which is not lethal, but is pretty could be pretty annoying at some situations, is he blows like a black mist or black cloud, or I don't know, black smoke, something black with like a purple outline. So when he does this, you get hit for like 50% of your health, and then you just get rooted. So if you have a key down attack, if he hits you while you're holding down the key, your attack will just be stopped because it's practically a stun. He will sometimes also do black smoke plus a hand, but you can just practically treat this attack as a hand attack because the hand will kill you, the smoke won't. It's just, yeah, it doesn't really matter if it does the smoke. If the smoke hits you, you die to the hand anyway, so it's like, yeah, just treat it as if it's just a hand attack anyway. Yeah, but the main thing to look out for in the first phase is the pink sucking motion or animation or whatever you want to call it. So as for the second phase, there is an attack where, well, there are 2 major things to look out for again. The first one is as soon as Gollux turns into second phase, he will use his most annoying attack in the second phase, which is a curse that reverses your keys. So it makes you go left instead of right, or right instead of left. You need to hold the down arrow key to jump, stuff like that. And after a few seconds, after being hit with the curse, you'll get damaged for like 90% of your health, and also stunned for a long time. So you can heal after the damage, but if a hand hits you while you're stunned, you're just dead, so that's a bit risky. This attack has a cooldown of roughly 20 seconds. I don't know for sure how many seconds exactly. Like, the second most lethal attack on this phase is gonna be his hands, so just, you know, when the hands hit you, you die, so don't get hit, as per usual. So just for the sake of making this a bit more of a guide, I'll just do the last bit of percentage on the first phase without using the mirror target. So having to dodge and everything is gonna be like, it's gonna be necessary for me to dodge. So let me just show you how I do it without the clone. It's gonna be way more difficult, honestly. Like, I'm not, oh, oops, I used it again. Yeah, okay, so I'm using it like as a, I do need to use it though. I need to put it here. Yeah, okay. I don't think... Okay, I managed to iframe in time, but he still gets the healing. He just doesn't kill me. So what you need to do for killing him without the distraction is just stand right on top of him and then attack and dash to the other side when he does anything really. It's gonna be annoying, especially if your attack speed is not maxed, or if you have like a low amount of attack speed. If you have like lower attack speed, or I guess higher if you're an older player and you don't know the... Oh shit, I'm stupid. Anyway, if you have if your attack speed is not high enough or you don't attack fast enough, you should probably not attack consistently at all times. You should probably like have little breaks between attacks from time to time when you think he's about to attack. The thing about Gollux is though that his attacks are really random. Like, it's really hard to predict when he attacks. So I'm gonna just do this. Shit, I had to stop midway through because I went too far to the other side. Yeah, as you can see, it's way more difficult to do once you don't have a... Shit, I didn't need to iframe that. So it's way more difficult to do when you don't have a distraction. So that's a bit of an annoying boss. In my opinion, it's one of the most annoying bosses. I wouldn't even use my mirror target for boss fights because I wanna practice the mechanics and stuff and not get used to doing this random shit. But the thing about Gollux is I don't think the mechanics here translate to basically anything. Like, just a very unique set of mechanics that really I don't really care about. Hopefully, yeah, I was about to say, hopefully it doesn't heal from sucking me in while I'm in iframe, because that would have been annoying. Okay, it's about to go down really soon. Bursting without the clone is also very annoying, but you just need to like focus on buffing without attacking in mid buff or like in between buffs. So it's like a bit annoying, but it's manageable. Just for the sake of this thing, I'll show you how I do buffing. As you can see, I'm not attacking at all, and I'm keeping very close. I'm keeping my focus on the boss. So in the second phase, immediately as he goes into second phase, he uses his direction changing skill. So you just need to go past this point, this platform point, or if you're up here, past the point of this portal. Now, the way I fight this boss is there's a short cooldown between each direction changing where his eyes flash orange like that, and in this short time frame you can just stand right here in the middle on the very edge of this platform, and he won't attack you with his hands, so he can't really kill you. But then once you think he's gonna change your direction again, you need to jump back here and wait for the direction changing. You can let a few potatoes pass, you can't really do much about it. Just don't let 5 of them stack up. And yeah, after he changes directions, you just go back to the middle and rinse and repeat. If you're playing certain range characters, you can just stand in one spot the entire fight and just like kill him without any problem. So if you stand right at the edge of this, as you can see, it didn't hit me. So if you stand right there, you don't get hit. And that also means that you can, if you're an archer from the explorers, like marksman or bowmaster, you can just put... Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, anyway, if you're an archer from the explorers, like bowmaster or what's his name, marksman, you can just put your thingy, your portal, right at the edge of the platform, and then just from time to time go down, and like if you're a bowmaster, you can just put your thingy, your arrow platter down there, and it will kill all of the potatoes, and then yeah, you just don't have to worry about anything. Buffing for a burst in this phase is really easy. You just pop everything. You just need to take care of the potatoes though. And since my clone dies when I use Last Resort, I don't really get a lot of crit rates, but that's fine. Oh shit, I don't even have my fucking buff here. Yeah, so I'm losing a lot of damage, but it doesn't really matter because I have plenty of time, so yeah. I don't mind it too much. I just need to stay focused. So I'll stop commentating over the fight because I do wanna beat the boss eventually. Oh yeah, I should have probably mentioned it, although you probably saw it while I was fighting. But you can jump over his hands, so when he puts his hands on the platform that you are standing on, you can jump over it. You used to be able to duck under it, but now you can just jump over it. You can't really duck under it, so don't even try it. I'm gonna have to iframe here, I guess. So this is another option when you get changed, when your directions get changed like that, you can just leave the map and then come back and you won't be direction changed again. The cooldown for the direction change is still the same, so it doesn't reset or anything, so just take note of, oh shit, of how long you stand outside. Okay, I have to stop talking before I lose the game. So we're approaching the last phase. I'm gonna try not to die before that, and then I'll show you a few tricks for that, I guess. So if you're a class that is heavily reliant on your buffs and your burst, I mean, what you can do for the last phase is you can basically get really close to it. I am fucking retarded. So as you can see, we are closing in on 10%. We're closing in on third phase. So I'll say if your class relies on so right now I'll pick up from where the last clip left off. So basically at this point in the fight you have a few options. One of the options is to leave the map, but if you have, as you can see, I have this this buff or debuff above my head where it says like 4 and there's like this evil face. So I can't leave the map while I have at least one of those stacks. And the way those stacks are created is by those potatoes reaching the head itself. Now the only way to cleanse those debuffs is to leave the map, or to die, sorry. Once the debuff reaches 5, once the stacks reach 5, you just instantly die, so it's not that good to let it reach 5. But yeah, anyway, if your class... Okay, that's good that I die here, because I wanted to show that if your class is a class that heavily relies on burst, you're gonna wanna have all of your burst up before you go into the third phase. So now I'm dead, and the stacks are cleansed, obviously, so I'll just revive and kill everything here, and then I'll run to the exit of the map, and over here I can just rebuff and take all of my buffs. I can wait for my cooldown right here for final cut, so I can have another iframe when I go in, and then once I go in, I just kill the second phase and go into the third phase. So now let's go in. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use final cut, which is an iframe, then I'm gonna jump to the middle and kill all of the potatoes before they reach the head. Then I'll put a mirror target on one of the sides so that the potatoes attack it when they respawn. And I'll try to kill the head and reach the third phase as soon as possible. So I'm gonna just put this here. And let's go, let's kill it. Okay, so now we are at third phase. Okay, so I kind of wasted a bunch of time to do something, but that's fine. So now what you want to do is just pop all of your burst. You don't care if some of the potatoes reach, just don't let it reach 5, and just burst it. Now at some point there's gonna be a buff that appears above Gollux's head. This is a buff that provides him protection from everything that is not crit rate or crit damage. Or maybe they got rid of that mechanic actually, I don't know. Maybe, it could be. Possible. Either way though, that's the end of the fight. You just need to kill it here. You have a timer, it's not that difficult. You really just need to kill it and that's it. Or, there it is, okay, you saw it at the end there. He used the buff that just protects him from anything that is not crit damage. And yeah, so once you kill it, you get into this room right here. Now, I don't really have a lot of drop rate, I only have like 20 from this ring and then 20 specific item drop rate or equipment. I have the holy symbol as well. And yeah, you just attack this thing in the middle right here, you just attack it, and it drops a bunch of items. Now this could drop superior earrings and superior belt, but the drop rate is very low, so don't expect it. But the good thing about it is that it drops a bunch of coins. Now the coins are good because you can use them to purchase the superior items. Now, ideally you wouldn't purchase earrings and belts because you can get drops of those, but if you have all of the items, like you have a ring and you have a pendant, but you still didn't get a belt or a ring, you should probably just purchase them at this point if you don't really feel like waiting. But yeah, this is it for this tutorial, for this guide. Hopefully this makes the fight with Gollux a bit easier for you and makes it a bit clearer. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment if you have anything to say, if you have any suggestions for guides that you want me to make. Leave a like, subscribe. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you on the next one.